stay private, and earn passive income. That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. To find the best cryptocurrency investments, check out Token Metrics. Use my affiliate link for a discount. Safety and security notice, please watch out for comments like this by scammers pretending to be me or other crypto YouTubers. Also, please follow me on bittube.video. You can also follow me on Odyssey. These are both censorship-resistant platforms, and every now and then I am going to post a video which isn't going to be on YouTube. Find me on these platforms. Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you an update on some of the exciting stuff that's happening with Sentinel. Now, Sentinel is a decentralized VPN provider. So what do I mean by that? Well, first off, VPN means virtual private network, and a Dvpn is a decentralized virtual private network. And what it does is it encrypts the data that goes in and out of your computer, thus preserving your privacy. However, because it's a decentralized VPN service, there's no single point of failure, and its decentralized nature makes it more robust, censorship resistant, and also the way that it's set up allows people who provide bandwidth to the Dvpn network to earn passive income. Now, Sentinel is one of the founding members of the Blockchain Privacy, Security and Adoption Alliance, which also includes Pirate Chain, Ergo Platform, Burstcoin, which is now Signum, BitTube, Dragon Chain, Komodo, Ether Protocol, and Turtle Network. And these projects, they all work together to promote blockchain privacy, security, and adoption. Now, one of the ways that works out is several of them have their own DEXs, and they're integrating the different coins and tokens of the Blockchain Privacy, Security, and Adoption Alliance onto their DEXs. So, for example, if you wanted to buy Pirate Chain, you can do that on Turtle Network or through Polarity Exchange, which is a partner of the BPSAA and leverages Turtle Network's tech. Now, the Sentinel Dvpn is free currently. They're going to be introducing a freemium model, so it'll remain free. I do recommend you try it out. And what you do, if you go to the Sentinel website, you can download it for your desktop and also Android, and they're going to have an iOS application soon. Now, they are going to be updating the desktop applications, which is going to have all sorts of new features, some of which I'm going to go through in this video. Now, this is an article from their blog. Sentinel announces a Dvpn incentive program. So not only do you get to keep yourself private, there's all sorts of ways where you can earn passive income through the Dvpn incentive program. Now, the incentive program isn't just about passive income. There's also other incentives which are really designed to grow and develop the Dvpn ecosystem and also to grow its market share of VPNs in general. Now, the size of the VPN marketplace is expected to grow. It's currently at about $30 billion per year, and it's expected to reach over $35 billion in 2022. Now, it could actually even be bigger given how much authoritarianism and tyranny and surveillance is being rolled out all over the world. In the face of that, people are going to turn to VPNs more and more in order to preserve their privacy. I think also working from home is going to increase the demand for VPNs. And as the cryptocurrency space gets larger, more and more people are going to need to take care of their home security, and they will also turn to VPNs. Now, this is an article from February 2020, and it uses the monthly global web searches for VPNs as a way of measuring which ones are the most popular and dominate the market. Number one is NordVPN, then ExpressVPN, then Hotspot Shield. And you can see here, Sentinel doesn't appear at all. Now, this is good news because it means that the field is wide open for Sentinel to come to dominate. Now, why would Sentinel do that? Well, one, it is fully decentralized, it is cheaper, but also it allows Dvpn holders or users to earn passive income. And being decentralized means that it's way more secure as well. Some of these incentives are designed to expand the market share. One thing I have to warn you is I am biased. I make no claim to objectivity here. I don't think there's any such thing as objectivity. I do hold Dvpn tokens, and I do want this project to win, and I do think it's a really, really great project. So let's look at some of the incentives now. Now, Sentinel are going to launch their new Dvpn client very, very soon. This is what I was told. I asked for a timeline, and they said very, very soon. I'm recording this on the 16th of July, 2021. Now, there's going to be a reward program for Dvpn nodes with the new desktop client, and that's going to reward participants for providing bandwidth to Sentinel's Dvpn network, and this is going to be known as bandwidth mining. Now, the idea is to incentivize the participation of something like 4,000 to 6,000 nodes, which is the number of nodes that Sentinel's centralized competitors generally have. And the bandwidth mining incentivization tool is going to distribute $25,000 worth of Dvpn tokens every month. Now, the rewards are going to be scaled up over time. They're initially going to be coming from the foundation, and later on, they could be distributed at the protocol level. Now, in order to qualify, nodes are going to have 99% uptime in the daily reward snapshot for every day of the entire month. And that way, that's going to reward those nodes that are active and reliable. And the amount of rewards earned is going to be inversely correlated with the number of participants. So the high rewards should incentivize the community to participate in a situation where there is less participation. Number 2 is the Dvpn token staking incentive, which means that all paid Dvpn sessions that happen after the first 2 months of the new desktop Dvpn application release will be refunded. And the refund is going to be up to $5 worth of Dvpn tokens per user, or up to $25,000 worth shared proportionally with all users each month. Now, in order to qualify for this, you have to have at least 20,000 Dvpn tokens staked. Now, Dvpn at time of recording is just under 2 cents. So 20,000 Dvpn is going to set you back $392 roughly. It recently got listed on ascendex.com, which used to be Bitmax, so you can buy it from there. You can also purchase it from the new Osmosis DEX, which is for Cosmos ecosystem blockchains. And there currently is going to cost you 31.8 Atom to get 20,000 Dvpn. Now, you really should be staking Dvpn anyway, because right now you're earning up to 58.11% per year APY by staking Dvpn in the Kepler wallet, which is what I'm doing. Or you could be providing liquidity on either the Dvpn Osmo pool or the Atom and Dvpn Osmo pool, and you can earn currently up to 630% APR by providing liquidity to those pools. And if you didn't know already, I've done a whole bunch of videos on liquidity mining on Osmosis and staking Osmosis and trading Osmosis, so you can check those out in my playlist. Now, this initial staking incentive program is just the beginning of a series of incentive programs meant to provide Dvpn-related benefits for community members of Sentinel who are securing the network by staking their tokens to validators. And I think as more and more people take advantage of these incentives and more people stake their Dvpn, as more and more people use the Dvpn token to pay for their decentralized VPN, and as more and more people liquidity mine with the Dvpn, plus you got the Gravity DEX coming soon, I think the price of Dvpn will go up over time. So you might be better off getting yourself 20,000 now versus getting yourself 20,000 in a year's time. Now, speaking of liquidity mining, after the launch of Gravity DEX, Sentinel is going to be incentivizing liquidity provision from the community side by offering a reward that will be paid on a periodic basis. And more details will be released once Gravity DEX goes live, provided that automatic incentive distributions are available. If they're not available, or it's going to take too much time, then the team at Sentinel will look to see how they can distribute those rewards manually. In the meanwhile, Sentinel is going to be using Osmosis to provide incentives to liquidity providers on Osmosis. Now, this incentive for white label operator incentives isn't for normal token holders like you and I. It is for people to set up their own Dvpn services by white labeling Dvpn's code. And to encourage this, they're going to be offering a grant of a fixed size, which is going to be distributed over a period of 6 months, provided a minimum threshold of subscriptions is reached. There will also be a bonus for the white label client when they achieve various subscriptions and session-related milestones. And details will be released after the desktop client is released. Existing centralized VPN companies that make the decision to transition to Sentinel's distributed and decentralized DVPN infrastructure will also be offered incentives to do so. And the reward will be based on the amount of paying subscribers that a legacy VPN application can bring to the Sentinel network. Now, remember, in my interview with Dan last month, he mentioned that there is a centralized VPN that's looking to use Sentinel's decentralized VPN. Now, that kind of makes sense to me that they'd be doing that, because as far as I can tell, Sentinel's DVPN, not only is it more secure, it's also much, much cheaper. So a centralized VPN could be charging, let's say, I don't know, X dollars, but actually lowering their costs, because instead of having to provide the entire infrastructure for a VPN service themselves, they can white label Sentinel's DVPN infrastructure or bring over some of their customers to Sentinel's DVPN at the back end. At least that's my understanding of it. If you know more about Sentinel, if you're way more involved in the project than I am, let me know in the comments below. Now, there are also incentives for DVPN users. They'll be able to earn incentives just by downloading the Sentinel DVPN application, and consuming bandwidth from the Sentinel Dvpn network and spending the Dvpn tokens. This incentive program is going to be similar to Sentinel's initial utility drop and is going to begin after the release of Sentinel's new Dvpn desktop application, which is going to happen really soon. The grant program and the initiatives towards developers' adoption are going to start within the next month, along with other initiatives that are focused on developer adoption. Sentinel's goal is to foster an active developer community around Sentinel by attracting developers who care about privacy and furthering Cosmos SDK development so that they can make the Sentinel bandwidth marketplace more attractive for users, node providers, and white label operators. All these incentives will start after the new desktop application is launched. And another bit of exciting news for Sentinel is Adriana Mendes is joining the Exidio team as the Chief Marketing Officer. She brings with her over 5 years of experience managing crypto communities, creating content, working with creators, launching campaigns, and building products on permissionless blockchain networks. And the principles that she goes by are: do not lie to your audience, do not censor your audience, do not judge your audience, always be respectful, never promote or incite violence, and never accept money or favors in exchange for access to your audience. Now that sounds all great. I shall be interviewing her shortly with Dan. Fingers crossed it all happens, because sometimes, there are hiccups in the schedule, but that'll be going ahead. Let me know if you have any questions for her. And one of the things that I can see just from her principles is the level of integrity that she brings, which certainly matches my experience of working with the team at Sentinel. So that's it. Let me know what you think. Do you hold Dvpn? Is this a project that you've been involved with? Would you use its application? Have you used this application, which, by the way, is very, very fast, very smooth, very slick, and keeps you very private? Don't forget, I'm going to be recording a video in the next week or so with Dan from Exidio and also somebody else from the team. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the description below. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.